Hey, my name is Alex, and this is lesson 15 for 7th grade math. Um, so for this first part, it's just basically a review. And number one is 3 to the power of 3 times 3. And if you don't remember for exponents, if you have the same base multiplying, then you're just adding the exponents. This simplifies to a plus b. So here, it's 3 to the power of 3 and 3 to the power of 1. And since it's the same base of 3, this simplifies to just 3 to the power of 4. Okay. Number 2 is really similar. It's 9 times 9 to the power of 5. And this is 9 to the power of 1 and 9 to the power of 5. It's the same base of 9, so you could just add the exponents together. So it's going to be 9 to the power of 6. Okay. This next page here, number 11 is multiplying 8 times m to the power of 4 times m to the power of 3. Um, Here, it's the same thing as before, except this time you have a constant of 8. So this means that you're just gonna multiply just like before. So this simplifies to m to the power of 7, but you're just gonna add the 8 in front. So it's going to be 8 times m to the power of 7. Number 12, this is written incorrectly. It's supposed to be negative 20 times x to the power of 3, and this is squared. So for this, if you don't remember, when you're raising a term to another power, you just multiply the exponents together. So this would be x to the power of a times b. So here it would be negative 20 times 3 times 2 is 6. So x to the power of 6. So the answer for this is negative 20 times x to the power of 6. Um, this next section is just simplifying the expressions. So here for number 1, to simplify this, you could just distribute the 4. So multiply the 4 to the y and to the 6. So it'll be 4y plus 24. Okay, you're just multiplying the 4 to the y and the 6 like this. Number 2 is 4 times 1 minus b minus 5b. So to simplify this, first you should distribute. So if you distribute, you multiply the 4 with the 1. That's 4. Then you multiply the 4 to the negative b. So it's negative 4b. And then you still subtract the negative 5. You still subtract the 5b. So here, you could simplify this further by combining the like terms of negative 4b and negative 5b. So this is going to be 4 minus 9b as your final answer for number 2. Okay. Number 3, it's similar to number 1. You just distribute to simplify. So you distribute the negative 4. And this is going to be negative 4 times 16, which is 64. Yeah, 64. And then you multiply the 4 to the 8. And it's negative and a negative, so it makes it positive. So it's going to be plus 32. So the final answer for number 3 here is going to be negative 64c plus 32. Right? You're just going to distribute the negative 4 outside of the parentheses. The next section here is rewrite the following so that the exponents decrease from left to right. So if it's decreasing from left to right, it means that the biggest exponents should be at the left, the smallest exponent should be at the right. So for number 1 is negative 2h cubed plus 4h to the power of 7. And here, the exponents we have are 3 and 7. And 7 is greater than 3, which means that this should be on the left. So it's going to be 4h to the power of 7 minus 2h to the power of 3 as your final answer. Number 2, it's going to be 9 plus x cubed plus x to the power of 7. So here, we have a 9, and the 9 is a constant, but you could think of this as 9 times x to the power of 0, because x to the power of 0 is just 1, so it's technically just 9 times 1, which makes it 9. So just think of it as if it has an x to the power of 0, okay? And the exponents, the greatest exponent is 7, then 3, and then 0. So in that order, it's going to be x to the power of 7 plus x to the power of 3 plus 9. That's your final answer for number 2. Okay, number 3 is similar to number 2. You have a 10 right here. And you could think of this 10 having an x to the power of 0. That makes it easier. So here, the exponents are 8, or 0, 8, and 3. 8 is the greatest, then 3, then 0. So the order should be x to the power of 8. And then it's going to be 3. So x to the power of 8 plus x cubed. And then it's going to be plus 10. You don't have to write the x to the power of 0. That's just to make it a little bit easier. So x to the power of 8 plus x to the power of 3 plus 10 will be your final answer for number 3.